What's going on, everybody? Chase with iDub Hockey, here to review the CCM Tacks 652 Pro Retro Skates, and this is a limited edition hockey skate, replacing the XF Pro for a very short time with a throwback graphics package dating back to about 1993 when CCM came out with the Tacks 652s. So while this might not have the Reebok pump or the heel wedge in the back, it's obviously carrying on that heritage as a way to celebrate CCM's 125th anniversary. But let's talk about the modern day specs, because this is a top of the line skate all about pure performance and speed. And we're starting off hot out the gate with the Step Black Steel, one of the most popular options in the NHL level today because of that DLC coating. It's gonna hold an edge longer, obviously looks amazing and ties in perfectly to the graphics package, but it has that pro height, giving you extended sharpening life and a lot more profiling options too. Speaking of, make sure you check out our Game Ready sharpening and profiling service at checkout, where you can have your skates delivered to your doorstep, ready, sharpened, and profiled. This is sitting in the XS holder with the upgraded dial system this year. It's still mechanically attached, so you never have to worry about your steel jumping out, but it does have that dial that's a little bit easier to use this year. So in case you do damage your steel or just need a fresh edge, these pop out and swap out in seconds. Getting into the boot. Obviously, looks amazing, but more importantly, we're seeing a new material that we saw debut on the XF Pro with that forced composite. Now it's gonna almost act like a hockey stick when it likes to load up and recoil. It has a lot more of a responsive design this year, so still incredibly stiff, but the unique material makeup gives you even more snap, getting a little more power out of every stride, and you can really feel a snappy sensation as you're completing that toe snap process. It is a one-piece design, and I've said it a million times, but in case you haven't listened to it, the one-piece boot is just superior to the two-piece because you don't have an outsole connecting to the boot. That's gonna be a lot more weight, and that outsole kills the energy transfer as you're taking your stride. Last but not least, it also gives you a full 360-degree wrap, especially with their Game Ready 3.0. This just fits around your foot almost like a custom skate before you even bake them. So this is essentially a pre-bake around a foot form before you even bake them at home. So it's already wrapping over the top of the forefoot, and it feels insane. And then once you go ahead and bake them, it just takes it to a whole new level and a lot easier to break in than the original Tacks 652s. We have a full flex tendon guard, one of my favorites in the game, with some heritage back from the Ribcore line, tying it back into Reebok there a little bit, but again, giving you full stride extension so you get every ounce of power out of it as possible. Up at the front, we have the asymmetrical toe cap. It is not a part of the XS tongue system this year, so it's a lot more streamlined. They're including a lot more foams that extend out to the tippy toes here, so your foot is completely surrounded by comfort foam, giving you a much better lock, but a lot more comfort too. And then for the tongue, brought over from the Jet Speed line because of how well it was received at the pro level, all the way down to the retail level, is the 80 PT Comfort. It has so much incredible forward flex to it, and that has to do with the metatarsal guard that's very well segmented down through the center. So as you're getting in that deep skating stance, it's gonna allow you to get right over on the balls of your feet, and it's still gonna keep you very, very well protected with that injected piece, and classic black felt too. Into the liner, we have the Total Dry Pro with seamless comfort and Polygene. We'll unpack a lot of that because it looks like leather, but it's gonna perform like the best liner in the game today. Incredibly comfortable, and it's gonna be a lot better at managing moisture than that traditional leather it's representing. It has very, very thick ankle pads too, so locks you in, keeps you comfortable. But with that seamless edge comfort, there is no material between the edge wraps as well as the liner itself, so now no hard edges to create any of that rubbing sensation. And the same can be said with the comfort edge at the top. With such a stiff boot, it's gonna give you a little bit of that extra ankle movement up here when you're really getting over on your edges. So especially for those elite players that are on the ice 4 to 5 times a week, this is gonna do a job of alleviating any of that high ankle pain. And then last but not least, we have Polygene 2. This is a treatment process that is directly embedded into the material so it never washes out, and it makes sure that none of that odor-causing bacteria grows, so it keeps your feet smelling fresher a little bit longer. Now in a senior size 9, this weighs 928 grams. I love that this is available in the 3-fit system from tapered, regular, and wide. So no matter what foot shape or foot volume that you have, CCM is gonna have a great fitting retro throwback skate for you. Now, if you're looking for even more information, hit the link in the description. Give us a thumbs up on the video. While you're there, make sure you're subscribed to the #1 hockey gear review channel on YouTube. See you next time.